Hey guys, it's your boy, Ballface8020, back again with another great commentary. So, in all this time, I haven't said anything about the Tuah girl. The reason I'm making this video now is because apparently she started a podcast, and there's this guy called, oh man, I can't remember what his name is. Something about like a duck, like the duck or stuck, I don't know. But he made or like a response video to like her first, just talking about her first podcast. And I made it through. I watched the video, and I was like, I wanted to not really give my 2 cents about the hook to a girl or anything, because I mean, I didn't care about it at the time and I don't care about it now. But there seems to be some controversy over her looks. Like, like there's a lot of people saying like she's just some mid girl or some totally average girl who just happened to get famous because she said something funny. And I'm looking at her. I've been looking at her for a while now. We've seen her for months, and I was watching this video, so we saw her on a podcast. No, there's nothing mid about this girl. She's really fucking hot. Like, and even that stupid Southern accent she has kind of works for her. But so I don't know what people are saying, because she's like at least an 8, and then I think there's some people out there who are going to be like, oh well, it's just because she's blonde. It's like, dude, no, I don't even like blondes. Okay, so no, she's just really fucking hot. That's all there is to it on that front. But anyway, since I've got that out of the way, that's really the only, you can just stop watching now. It's the only thing I wanted to say. I'm we're talking about it, so I want to just, give my reaction to this situation. And the reason that I never talked about it before, that I never cared about it, is because I just don't get it. I just don't get it, and I never got it. Like, the thing is, it's like when I saw I started, like, it was blowing up all over Twitter, and I was hearing about it and stuff, and it was like, I just thought it sounded stupid, and I didn't watch it. But I remember looking at it, like, I saw a picture of her, I was like, oh, she's hot. But other than that, I didn't care. And it was only because, like, I just kept hearing about it, and it was getting so much hype, and I was like, this sounds really stupid and not funny at all. So, but if they're just going to keep talking about it, and it's only like 10 seconds or whatever, then okay, fine, I'll go watch it. And it's probably like, it was weeks in before I even watched it. And I watched it, and no, it wasn't funny at all, and I didn't even crack a smile. And so, and I've asked people about it, like what about it? Like, what's funny about it? What did you like about it? And then the answer I usually get is like, well, like, it got annoying really fast, but like, gave me a chuckle when I first saw it. And that's the part that I'm not getting. Like, look, I don't care if you think it's funny, fine. It's fine. I mean, maybe something's wrong with me, and there's, doesn't bother me that people find it funny, but I just don't get it. To me, there's nothing humorous about it at all. And no. And another thing is, like, I think, there's like a lot of guys who, they just liked the idea. I don't want her to spit on it. That's like, I don't know if most guys do. I'm not going to go any further into that, but that's, I don't know, man. Something like, that's not for me, but whatever, you guys do you. So anyway, as to the podcast, this duck guy or whatever his name is, I feel really guilty for not being able to reference him, because, he's the one who inspired it. He was ripping this podcast apart, and he only showed small parts of it, and it's horrible. It's like, it's exactly what you'd expect. The only thing about it that you wouldn't expect or that I didn't expect, is I wasn't expecting the thick Southern accent. I knew that she was from the South, but I just didn't. I thought that people from the South didn't have Southern accents anymore. But again, like I wanted to say, the accent really works for her. The accent is, she kind of reminds me of, look, I'm not into that type. Okay, the sort of like rough and tumble, redneck girl who just happens to be really hot. That I'm not into that type. But the she reminds me a little bit of there's this '90s movie, a remake of the TV show The Beverly Hillbillies, called The Beverly Hillbillies, and the daughter's kind of like that, like like really, like again rough and tumble, really redneck, and but also she wasn't as hot as the Hawk Tuah girl, but she was still attractive. And this girl is like so this girl, but I think there's probably a lot of guys who do like that. So that, I mean, I don't like, I can't tell if she's playing it up or she's really like, and I think she probably really is like that. She really is this like really like crude Southern girl, crude like country type Southern girl. I think that probably is the real her. She might be hamming it up a bit, but whatever. Then one thing the guy said in the podcast, like she was saying that like the podcast from what I saw of it seems like totally retarded. Nothing wrong with this girl trying to cash in on it. Because it's got the Hawk Tuah girl and then a few other people who nobody's ever heard of. I guess are just friends with her. But anyway, one of the things they're talking about is the first Thanksgiving. And she says that, yeah, no, we were taught that like the Pilgrims and the natives got along for the first Thanksgiving. And she's like, and this guy narrating it says, like, I'm the same age she is, and that's definitely not what we were taught. It's like, I also grew up in the South. So I can tell you, though, as a millennial, as somebody who's, 20 years older than these two, that is absolutely what we were taught in grade school. Then you get to middle school and you learn something different. I would not be shocked at all, especially in the South, if that's still what they're teaching kids. Because, I mean, it's too complex to talk beyond that. So I thought this guy was way off base on that. And in the comments, people seem to be disagreeing with him, even if they otherwise agreed with the video. Yeah, that's all for now. See you in the next.